so that there would be a separation between the Asuric and the Deva in their sadhana upon the earth planet. Now you can imagine, you are all Sanatanists. You all believe in the eternal nature of Krishna, the eternal nature of the soul, their eternal relationship in devotion. Can you imagine if many people were coming to the temple and sitting here on the Vyasasana and saying, actually, I am the Supreme Lord. And yes, you're having Guru Puja to Srila Prabhupada, but you should understand that he is God. I am God. You are God. We're all God. So the people with this mentality, the Asuric, they naturally gravitate to Mayavad. And there they can call each other, Omnimon Narayan, Omnimon Narayan, welcome Narayan, I am Narayan, you're Narayan. What is Narayan? Nara Arayan, the shelter of all souls, of all men, of all beings. I am the shelter of everyone. You are the shelter of everyone. This is ultimate foolishness. If everyone thinks they're the Prime Minister, like we have one Prime Minister, but if everyone says, I'm the Prime Minister, that means there's no Prime Minister. Right? There's only one Supreme Lord. If everyone is the Supreme Lord, where is the Supreme Lord? So we see the manifestation of Tamishra, an inability to recognize the supremacy of the Supreme Person. So to separate those foolish people, keep them away from the bhaktas, Mayavad is also propagated. There are also other reasons given, but we must understand that though Lord Shiva is propagating this false philosophy, there are many reasons behind it. And ultimately, this is the Leela of the Lord. But the prime reason is to put it all in one place, Sharika Bhashya, the Mayavad philosophy, and so it can be defeated by the Vaishnavacharyas. And the Vaishnavas do not say this world is false. They say it is real, but it is temporary. And the Mayavadis say this world is false, therefore you should renounce it. Their conception of Prakashananda. Just renounce. But the Vaishnavas, Rupa Goswami says, Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe Yukta Vairagya Sauchite. These objects, these are real, but they should be engaged in Krishna's service in appropriate way. So therefore there is a complete dichotomy on the basis of the definition of the absolute truth. But the Vaishnavacharyas have exposed the falsity of the Mayavad philosophy, which is ultimately insanity. If you put salt in your sugar, in your tea, instead of sugar, then you're a madman. If you think that you're God, you're a madman. Why? Because as this verse says, you are subordinate to the material energy. You cannot say that I can drink alcohol and not be affected, just because it is false. This is madness. So people who become immersed in Mayavad philosophy very deeply ultimately become insane, because it destroys all intelligent discrimination upon the variety that we see manifested every moment and have to recognize in our existence in the phenomenal world. The Mayavadis, they have 4 Mahavakyas. Aham Brahmasmi, Prajnanam Brahma, Tattvam Asi, Svetako. These are the Mahavakyas for the Mayavadis, but the Vedas do not present them as Mahavakyas. The whole Vedas are Apurushe Brahma. They're all transcendental knowledge. There's nowhere in the Vedas says these four are the supreme ones, and they abrogate, cancel out all the others. So all these points, you should study Prabhupada's books, Jaiva Dharma, Bhaktivinoda's writing very closely, so that you're able to become strong in bhakti. Because by seeing the fallacy of Mayavad, it will make you stronger in bhakti. The Supreme Lord is eternal. Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. The Jiva is eternal. And the relationship of bhakti between the Lord and His devotees is also eternal. Therefore, Sanatan Dham, presented by Vedavyas in the Vedanta Sutra, and his commentary is the perfect understanding, the perfect darshan of the Veda. And therefore these philosophies, they should be understood in a sense that we want to understand what is bad. We want to separate all these false conclusions from our thinking. Then our sadhana will become very powerful. With Sambandha Gyan, you can perform Abhideya. With Siddhanta, philosophical conclusion, correct. Then you can perform devotional bhajan towards the Supreme Lord very powerfully. And then you can attain prayojan, which is Krishna Prem. But in verse 27, in Prakrita Rasatadusini, by Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, he explains that if you're suffering from kusiddhanta, false understanding, then you cannot perform bhakti. Now you should understand that very important verse. Don't become lazy in understanding siddhanta, philosophical conclusion. If you have the wrong conclusion about bhakti, what is Suddha Bhakti, who is the Supreme Lord, what is the soul, then your bhakti becomes abhas, it becomes a shadow form. But if you absorb siddhanta properly, by hearing from self-realized soul, by studying the words of the Shastra, then your bhakti will spring up in a moment. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. And we see that practically, do we not? People come, the temple is crowded every night, every day. And what are they doing? Chanting in ecstasy. Even the small children, they run in the courtyard and throw their hands up. Because bhakti is the natural process. It is not a distortion, an intellectual exercise. It springs from the heart. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem Sadhu Kabanai Shravanadi Sudha Chitte Karide Udai. It is there. It is within the soul, but it is dormant. Jeev Jago Gora Chandra Bole. So Jaiva Dharma, real Dharma, is natural. Just like the Dharma of water is clarity and liquidity. So the natural function of the soul is Krishna Prem, Krishna Seva, and Seva to all devotees, and ultimately to the whole creation. Final word is Lord Chaitanya, actually, and Sachi Devi. If you remember in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, when Nimai, he was eating the earth, right? So what did he say? Mother Sachi came out, Nimai, what are you doing? He said, well, the vegetables come from the earth, and if I eat the earth, then it's the same as eating the vegetables. So then Mother Sachi, she defeated this Mayavadi idea. You can eat the vegetables. It is a transformation of the earth. So that is the name of the Vaishnava philosophy, Parinamavad. It is that the Supreme Lord is superpotent, full of variety, full of quality, and through Parinamavad, that means through a transformation of His energy, He is producing the material and spiritual creation in all its manifest variety. But the Mayavadi idea is called Vaivartavad, an illusory transformation that they define as non-existent, which is nonsense. You cannot comprehend it. But they cover it with flowery words. When you have come out of the darkness that is variety, you will enter into the oneness of truth, and there exist eternally as consciousness. It doesn't sound much fun to me. I'd rather join the Ras Leela. I'd rather have a wrestling match with Krishna on the bank of the Jamuna. I'd rather be the servant of Srimati Radharani as she's cooking for Krishna. I'd rather bring things for Mother Yashoda. Jai! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, we've gone a bit over, but if there's any quick question. All right.